Morning friends, happy Wednesday. How the heck you doing? I chopped my own hair yesterday and it doesn't look bad. Maybe I've got a secondary career in barbering, who knows? The royalists were not kind to Meghan yesterday when it transpired that other actors actually love Meghan and are happy to go on the record and state that. Let's see what they make of this today, because this photograph published on Meghan's own Instagram channel of Harry and Archie in the garden with a giant football in the California sunshine looking completely unbothered will melt the hearts of normal functioning humans all over the planet. Probably excludes royalists. And we also found out on the same day, yesterday, that yet again, for the third year in succession, Harry has made the TIME100, sorry, I can't talk today, sports list for people heavily influencing and developing sport. And this, of course, is all down to his work with Invictus, which continues to go from strength to strength to strength. This is a real achievement for Harry, nothing like any of the non-working, taxpayer-funded royal family can put their name to. This is a real, measurable, growing achievement in Invictus for Harry. This is a real, measurable achievement for Harry, raising a family outside of the sadness. The other side of the family cannot say that.
Sussex family's beautiful summer moments, a glimpse into private life. Meghan has once again blessed our Instagram feeds with the kind of family photos that are guaranteed to send certain newspaper offices into a full-scale emergency meeting. You can already picture it. Editors clutching coffee cups, reporters staring at computer screens, somebody yelling, "Quick, find a reason to be upset about a child playing outside," because that's what we're dealing with here. Meanwhile, the rest of us are looking at these photos thinking, "Aw, that's actually really sweet." One picture shows Prince Harry and Archie doing what fathers and sons have done forever, running around, kicking a giant soccer ball, laughing like they don't have a care in the world. No palace walls, no stiff photo ops, no awkward posing, just a dad and his kid having a blast. And honestly, that's probably why people connect with it. Because whether you're a prince, a plumber, a teacher, or the guy who keeps saying he'll start going to the gym next Monday, everybody understands those moments. Life moves fast. Kids move fast. One day you're carrying them around and the next they're outrunning you while you're pretending your knees don't hurt. That's real life. That's what people saw in that photo. Not a headline, not a controversy, just a father making memories. Then came the second picture, and little Lilibet completely stole the show. That Beyoncé shirt? Absolutely iconic. A hand-drawn portrait, a playful message, zero corporate branding, zero manufactured perfection, just pure kid energy, the kind of thing that makes you smile because it feels authentic. Every parent knows that children have this amazing ability to become obsessed with the most random things. One week it's dinosaurs, the next week it's princesses, then suddenly they're explaining facts about whales, volcanoes, or Beyoncé like they're writing a university thesis. Lilibet rocking a homemade-style Beyoncé shirt feels exactly like that. Fun, creative, full of personality. And maybe that's what stands out most about these photos. They don't feel like they're trying to prove anything. They feel lived in. They feel normal. And that's funny when you think about it, because for years we've heard endless stories about Harry and Meghan supposedly chasing attention, yet every time they share a glimpse of their actual family life, what do we see? Kids being kids, parents being parents, nobody hanging from a chandelier, nobody launching a rocket, nobody declaring war on civilization, just people living. Imagine that. The funny part is that some critics spend more time analyzing these family photos than most people spend analyzing their mortgage payments. Harry runs with Archie across a lawn, think pieces appear. Lilibet wears a Beyoncé shirt, suddenly it's a national discussion. At this point, if Archie sneezes near a soccer ball, somebody will probably write a 2,000-word article about what it means for the future of the monarchy. Relax. Sometimes a family photo is just a family photo. And that's exactly why these images landed so well with people. Because underneath all the noise, the titles, the arguments, and the endless online debates, most folks are looking at these pictures and seeing something familiar. Love, joy, a dad spending time with his son, a little girl expressing her personality, the stuff that actually matters. the unscripted joy of the Sussex family, a window into Harry's world as a father. You know what's funny? Some people spend hours staring at royal family photos looking for hidden messages, secret codes, and imaginary scandals. The rest of us look at them and go, "Aw, that's actually really nice." That's exactly what happened when these latest Sussex family moments landed online. Because let's be honest, there is something refreshing about seeing photos that don't look like they were planned 6 months in advance by 15 consultants and 3 photographers hanging upside down from a tree. These pictures feel alive. Prince Harry running around with Archie on the grass isn't giving us future king energy, it's giving us dad who just got talked into one more game before dinner energy. And every parent knows that feeling. You're tired, your back hurts, you've got 20 other things to do, but your kid says, "Come play," and suddenly you're sprinting across a lawn like you're training for the World Cup. That's what people are connecting with. Not status, not titles, not royal drama, just a dad making memories while his kids are still young enough to think he's the coolest person on earth. That's priceless. And then there's little Lilibet. Can we talk about that for a second? This kid is out here rocking a creative Beyoncé shirt while accidentally becoming one of the coolest dressed children on the internet. No stylist required, no fashion committee, just pure kid confidence. I love that. Because every family has those moments where children proudly wear something that makes absolutely perfect sense to them and nobody else. A superhero cape with rain boots, a princess dress with sneakers, a Beyoncé shirt because Beyoncé is Beyoncé. No explanation needed. What makes these images hit differently is that they feel normal, and normal is underrated these days. People are exhausted, the news is exhausting, social media is exhausting, life is expensive. Everyone is juggling something. So when people see a family laughing together, cooking together, playing together, it reminds them of the things they're actually working hard for. Not headlines, not arguments, not internet wars. Family, love, peace, good food. Speaking of food, Meghan deserves some credit too. Her cooking video was such a simple thing, but people loved it because it felt real. She's not standing there trying to convince anyone she's a celebrity chef. She's making meals for her family. That's it. And honestly, some of the strongest family memories aren't made at fancy events. They're made in kitchens, around dinner tables, sneaking a taste before the food is ready, arguing over who gets the last piece. Those little moments stick with you forever. Years later, nobody remembers the random Tuesday, but they remember the smell of something cooking. They remember laughing in the kitchen. They remember feeling at home. That's what I see when Meghan shares those glimpses of family life. Not a performance, not a strategy, a mom feeding the people she loves. Pretty revolutionary stuff according to some corners of the internet. A beautiful window into the Sussex family's world of love and joy. You know what I find funny? The internet can spend 12 straight hours arguing about literally anything. Politics, celebrities, royal families, pineapple on pizza, somebody's outfit from 3 years ago. But then a photo comes along and suddenly everybody remembers they're human. That's what these Sussex family photos feel like. Because when you strip away all the noise, all the opinions, all the endless debates, what are we actually looking at? A dad having fun with a kid, a little girl showing off her personality. That's it. And somehow that's enough. Honestly, that's probably why these images are hitting people right in the feelings. Not because Harry is a prince, not because Meghan is famous, not because they're constantly making headlines. It's because we've all lived versions of these moments. Maybe not with royal titles attached, but we've lived them. We've chased a ball across a field. We've laughed until our stomach hurt. We've watched a child get ridiculously excited about something that adults don't fully understand. That's life. That's the good stuff. The moments nobody plans for are usually the ones people remember forever. Nobody sits around 20 years later saying, "Remember that random email I answered on a Tuesday?" No, people remember family barbecues, road trips, summer afternoons, running around outside until somebody yelled that dinner was ready. That's what these photos bring back. And I think that's why so many people are smiling when they see them. Because for a few seconds, they stop being the Sussexes. They're just a family making memories, a family enjoying each other's company, a family doing what millions of families around the world do every single day. And honestly, that's refreshing, especially in a world where everything feels staged. Everybody has filters, everybody has a brand, everybody is trying to sell something. Harry's journey towards healing and hope. Prince Harry has landed on the TIME100 Most Influential People in Sports 2026, and somewhere out there, a few professional complainers just dropped their tea. Because let's be honest, some people have spent years insisting Harry is irrelevant. Meanwhile, Harry keeps accidentally collecting achievements like somebody finding extra fries at the bottom of the bag. At some point, you've gotta laugh. Now, when most people hear sports influence, they immediately think of superstar athletes, the folks breaking records, winning championships, signing giant contracts. But influence isn't always about scoring goals or lifting trophies. Sometimes it's about changing the conversation around sports itself. And that's where Harry has carved out his lane. Look at the Invictus Games. What started as an idea has become one of the most inspiring sporting events anywhere on the planet. We're talking about wounded veterans showing up, competing, rebuilding confidence, and proving to themselves that life didn't end after injury. That's powerful, that's real, that's bigger than a scoreboard. And regular people understand that because most of us aren't Olympic athletes. Most of us are just trying to get through the week, pay bills, raise families, deal with life. So when people see athletes overcoming serious challenges and refusing to quit, it hits differently. It feels personal. It feels relatable. That's why Harry's work connects with so many people. He's helped shine a spotlight on competitors whose stories might never have been told otherwise. And let's be real for a second. The easiest thing in the world would have been for Harry to spend his life cutting ribbons, shaking hands, and attending fancy events where nobody remembers what happened 3 days later. Instead, he threw himself into something that actually changes lives. That's why this recognition matters. Not because it's another shiny title, not because it's another headline, because it reflects years of effort. Years, not weeks, not months, years. And here's the funny part. Every time Harry gets recognized for something positive, a certain group reacts like their favorite football team just conceded a goal in the 90th minute. You can practically hear the dramatic music. How could this happen? Simple. People noticed the work. That's how. The reality is that influence isn't measured by how loudly people talk about you online. It's measured by impact.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching this podcast. I really hope you enjoyed. Thanks for supporting my channel. May God bless you all, and I hope you're having a happy Wednesday. I'm so happy to see Prince Archie, Princess Lilibet, Prince Harry, and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, living their life in their own times and away from royal constraints. Thank you so much again for watching. Thank you so much for supporting this channel from day one. May God bless you all. I was so happy seeing those pictures. They're so adorable. They're so cute. And thanks to Meghan for sharing with us these sweet little cute moments of the children and her life with Prince Harry. We are so happy for them and we'll always root for them. I really hope you enjoyed. May God bless you. Catch you in the next episode. I love you all and goodbye.